Hello everybody, Crazy Crab in the house, and I want to show you a trap that I've been playing for many years. I always say I'm not a very good chess player, even though I play and play and practice. But when I have the opportunity to bust out this trap, I've never lost. And it's in the C3 Alapin Variation, which is an anti-Sicilian that's played against the Sicilian. I love this trap. I didn't even want to put a video on it because I'm like, oh, I don't want people to learn. But then I realized, well, my YouTube channel completely sucks, so hardly anyone's going to see this. And if someday it gets a whole bunch of views and people are actually learning this trap, and black players, Sicilian players learn how to defend against this trap, hey, that's fine. That means my channel's doing better. So either way, I'm good. And the chances of somebody actually having seen this video playing black against me, very unlikely. So I decided, why not? Let's throw this out there. Maybe someone will see it. And I think it's a really cool trap. In the C3 Alapin. So let's go ahead and get into it. First, of course, you play in E4. Your opponent responds with C5. He wants to play the Sicilian. It's all good in the hood. We're going to play C3. And hopefully your opponent's like, crap, they don't like to see this. I know I play the Sicilian sometimes, and I don't even like to see this. And I know all the lines because I play it all the time. Right here, your opponent has lots of options. We're looking for a single option for this trap, but this is playable against whatever. If he wants to play D5, that's probably his best option. He can do that. He can play B6. He can bring out one of his knights. All these moves are possible. Sometimes like a little French style E6. I've seen it all. Even I've seen this crazy move. They're all possible, but the best, or not the best, but the best move for us for this trap is when he plays D6. It's not a mistake yet, but this is a good sign. We're like, okay, maybe that trap will work. Every time I see this, I'm thinking, oh baby. And I play D4. This is the move against almost every one of those moves I just showed you. When in doubt, you play D4. You're trying to get a solid pawn center here. So it doesn't matter if your opponent takes and you take back right here. It's inconsequential. Doesn't matter for the trap because we're looking for the next move, knight f6. Sometimes he plays it right away. Sometimes he trades off and then plays it. Most of the time, my opponents trade first. So that's what I'm going to show here, but it doesn't even matter. Let's say, for instance, he does take. For instance, he takes, you take back, everything's fine. This is the move we're looking for, knight f6. Very natural, common move, right? Just attack this pawn right here, make a developmental move. This position I've seen I don't know how many hundreds of times. Okay, bishop d3, we're going to protect that pawn with the bishop. And guess what? Knight c6, normal moves, right? I mean, these are such normal moves, we're going to see this. The only move that's kind of questionable whether he'll play it or not is d6. But when my opponents, Sicilian opponents, does say play d6, it's like, seems like this trap almost always comes about because it's such natural moves. Knight f3 is our next move. And what's a move now that we're hoping for? What's a move that black will play all the time, or your opponent will play all the time, especially, under 2,000, and sometimes even over 2,000 players will play a move like this because it's actually a pretty good move. That's why it's done all the time. But lower rated players, every opportunity they get to pin the piece, they pin the piece, right? Bring this bishop right out, pin him down. Okay, here's the surprising move. The key move in this variation, in this trap, is d5, attacking the knight. And your opponent's probably going to think, look at, I'm coming right into here, putting super pressure on this square. This knight can't move. Every time I've had this position, and it's been hundreds, this is where the knight's gone. It's actually a mistake. The knight should not come here. Because why? We're taking that knight. Bam. Knight takes knight. Queen is hanging. And 100 times out of 100 times, your queen is history. Okay, where's the compensation? I'll show you. Check. Uh-oh. This king is a little bit suffocated here. Okay, he's got a block with the knight. He's obviously not blocking with the queen, but he already probably senses trouble here because look at this knight. Check again. Uh-oh. I guess he's going to have to give away his queen after all. Take back. King takes. King takes. And he may not even realize it now, but he's going to start counting his pieces and he's going to say, uh-oh, something's missing. I think that white's winning here. You're up an entire piece. And that's the trap. That's it. You've got to win from here. But from here on, it should be an easy victory. I've never lost a game from this position. And I don't think it's just that I'm a good chess player, because I'm not. I've lost games in much better positions than this. But the reason I've never lost a game is I think black is going to be completely crushed right here. He thought he was up a queen, and seconds later, he's staring at the board just shell-shocked. So a very easy win here, and that's how it goes. I'm just going to run through the moves one more time. E4, C5, Sicilian, C3, Alapin Variation, D6, and then we're going to jump D4. Takes, or even if he doesn't take and brings out the knight right away, it doesn't matter. Knight comes out, and I defend that pawn with our bishop. The other knight comes out, bring out our knight, natural moves, pins down the knight because that's the cool thing to do, and he wants to be like one of the cool kids, so he pins down your knight. Attack with d5. He's going to think, oh, this guy just doesn't know what he's doing. He didn't know what to do, so he played this move. That's actually a big mistake. I'm going to jump into e5. Oh, man, this white's in big trouble. This guy's thinking he's the bomb. Immediately capture this. Don't let him think that you're calculating something. Just grab it. You already know what's up. And black is going to have a huge smile on his face as he snags your queen, and then just crush him. Check. He's like, uh-oh. Well, I'll block. I'm fine. Check again. Now he's like, oh, crap. Oh, man, I lost my queen. Oh, well, I'm fine, right? Not fine. Down an entire piece. And this horsey's going to rule the rest of the game, and white's going to win. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this trap. See ya!